Hello scrappers and planet lovers, Tin Man here with another video. So there's been about 3 or 4 times now that I've gone to the scrapyard and I've continued to notice that people are bringing in loads of copper pipe or tubing like this, and unfortunately for them, they are losing a lot of profit by not taking the time to clean it properly and separate it. So what I want to do today is a little experiment. I have behind me 18 pounds, 10 ounces of copper. Gonna weigh it at number 2 price, and then I'm gonna weigh it, clean it, weigh it at number 1 price to show you the difference in profit. Unfortunately, if you were to bring it in mixed like this, a scrapyard does not have the time to separate it for you. They're gonna give you low-based price, and unfortunately in this pile, there is some clean number 1. So just to show you a couple things, the first thing, this pipe right here is going to be your highest value. This is going to be number 1 copper pipe, and it is currently going for $3.84 a pound. When we look at categories at a scrapyard, pipe or tubing, there is no category as bare bright. Bare bright only pertains to copper wire, so the highest you're going to get here is number 1. So there is some number 1. Here, right here, I have some, this would be classified as number 2, because you see right here, there is a lot of soldering on it. Any type of tubing or pipe that has paint on it as well would be number 2. If it is heavily corroded, it could also be number 2. As well, I have right here some large pieces of pipe that have a large chunk of brass on it. Unfortunately, pieces like this that have a significant amount of brass will not even be classified as copper. They will be classified as mixed load, and you're probably going to get brass price, which is about $2.50 a pound. So a dollar less for this, and again, with a little bit of work, easy to upgrade this, separate the material. So a piece like this, for example, very easy to do, and I've already split a bunch of them. Very easy to do with an angle grinder. However, an angle grinder will produce copper dust. A cleaner option is definitely using side cutters or pliers or bolt cutters. That is very easy to cut through, copper tubing is, and it does not leave any type of dust. But you can see right here, this pipe, if I leave it as is, it's number 2 because of the soldering. But with a few small incisions, all I really need to do, and I even took this piece because there is no soldering here, this is number 1. This entire piece is number 1 as well. So the only part of number 2 is going to be this. So I'm going to make about 30 cents more for this. And the prices I'm looking at right now have gone down significantly in the last few months. So it was actually a larger gap between number 1 and number 2. But again, there's still a 35 to 40 cent gap between it, which still, if you have a lot of copper, definitely adds up. So very easy to do. All I'm going to do is just bend it off. I've already, as I said, cut it. If I can't snap it, I'm just going to put this into a box. So separating my copper right here, and all my number 2 I'm going to leave separate. Okay, this piece right here, I do have to remove the metal handle, but this brass, again, there's 2 options that I have, and I do open these up using an angle grinder. Very easy to do because I want to get all that copper out of there. If you don't want to do that though, however, as I said, you can still just leave that little bit of copper in there. But again, this doesn't look like a lot, but there is a lot of weight here. Okay, just to show you how easy it is to cut this. This one didn't go through, it's too thick. So just going to use an angle grinder very quickly. Okay, and again, I don't like using the angle grinder, but there is a nice piece of copper. And I am going to factor these weights of brass after. Okay, again, here's my elbow. There's some clean. I'm not going to touch this piece because you can see the soldering there, but I will get every little bit off that I can. Okay, so even this little piece, just bend it, grab it. There it is. It all adds up. Actually, I should be doing this right now. So I'm going to just add it to this box first. Okay, here's another one. Look at the size of that piece. And for something like this, if you're worried about the corrosion, I do have a video showing you that Vinegar Solution will take off that color discoloration here. Coca-Cola would work, or I've also used just a nice piece of sandpaper. It comes off very easy. You can see it on my hands here. But again, the only reason this would be classified as number 2 is the soldering, or if it was painted, and there is no paint on here, so definitely can be number 1. Okay, there again, there's another piece. Okay, here's my, again, side cutters. Very easy to do, and I'll even show you a piece that I'm going to cut, okay, with a side cutter. Little pieces like this. You can also actually, sometimes just to store it, I also just bend it. As you can see, very easy to do. Look at that. Don't lose anything, just muscle power. Okay, I'm going to separate all my different pieces here. Okay, and again, a lot of people too, these caps, again, those are the end pieces. That's going to be number 2. Okay, just slice that off there. Uh-oh. Wrong pile. Wrong pile. I want to make sure I get it all in the right pile here. Okay, here again. So as I said, 18 pounds, 10 ounces. If it was number 2 copper, it worked out to be $65.19. So I'm going to be really curious to see what this is going to be. Some of this did come from my brother-in-law, so shout out to him. Thank you for that. Some of this I did find on garbage day, so you can still find copper piping. It's still out there, which is awesome. Okay, again, little pieces like that, just a quick cut. And I've already done some of it to speed it up. Okay, again, this one again has a couple sections to it. Boom, cut that piece off, cut that piece off. That's the only little bit of number 2. Bring it on this end. Okay, so you notice there is definitely significant pieces here that will add up into profit. Okay, so it definitely does not take much work. Okay, here's some more pipe. There is another piece of clean. So again, I'm going to use my vinegar for cleaning this up after, but it's not, obviously not now. I will post the video of the vinegar solution because it does work. I've done it on copper wire as well. And the nice thing is when you do it, the vinegar, you don't have to, it's just regular vinegar you can buy at the store, nothing special. And you can reuse it over and over again, which is good. So you're not wasting it. Obviously you can't use it again to cook with, but you definitely can use it again for this type of cleanup. Okay, last thing I'm going to do, again, this one, there is my brass, and I will just use the grinder to show you very quickly. Beautiful piece of brass. I do have to make sure I remove the inner part, but for this experiment, I'm going to leave it as is. Definitely want to make sure I get all that copper off, because even this number 2 copper is going to be worth more than my brass. So again, just going to use my angle cutter. Okay, so there you go. Nice big piece of copper. Nice and heavy. I am looking forward to this. So here we go. Couple last pieces here again. A lot of soldering on this one, but there is still a little bit there that I can get, which is great. Just going to quickly show you how easy. It might be hard to do with this one, but usually what I do is I will just pinch it like that so it's pinched. Bring it in. And I will just use my side cutters. Once it's bent, like so, it's very easy to go back and forth with. You can see, easy to break. So there you go, a little bit more number 1. So here we go. this is what I have now of yellow brass. And now from all of this, look at this big box now. So here we go, moment of truth. I do have a small scale here. This one only goes up to 11 pounds. So first of all, just gonna weigh from 18 pounds, just gonna weigh my number 2 here. Make sure I just have number 2 on here. So here we go. And again, number 2 price is $3.50 a pound. That's brass. Should have a container here. Oh, here we go. There's my container. Actually, reconfigure it to 0 so it's accurate. There we go. I have 4 pounds, 3 ounces. Okay, so 4 pounds, 3 ounces. Oh, make sure I put it into kilograms. Here we go, not kilograms, pounds. I don't want ounces. Oh, there we go, sorry. All right, I have 2 pounds, 11 ounces right there. Again, at $3.50 a pound. And unfortunately, I don't even think this is going to go on the scale. It's going to be over. Yes, it is. So it's an error. So I have a bigger scale right here. And I also have my yellow brass. As I said, yellow brass right now, $2.50 a pound. I'm going to leave this on here. I do have to take it off, but here we go. Just for this video, I have 3 pounds, 10 ounces there. 3 pounds, 12 ounces. And the last thing, my number 1 copper, I have almost 11 pounds. So almost 11 pounds there, upgrading this 30 cents more. So obviously almost $3.20 more just from that little bit of work. And you can imagine, obviously, some of these piles that people are bringing in, I do stockpile it. And as though, or if you think $3 isn't much, I will bring in, for example, 100 pounds of pipe, which obviously is going to be $30. So it definitely does add up over the time. Very simple to upgrade this. Please make sure you do it. Take that time. Very easy to do. But understand that there is huge profit if you will look at it and sort it properly beforehand. As I said, scrapyards do not have the time to do it for you. They will downgrade you, and you are definitely missing out on some good profit. So very quick video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please comment down below, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Tin Man out.